Hey everyone, thanks so much for jumping on. I have some great tips for you. I've received a lot of feedback from my first video on why are we wasting our time, so this is just a sequel to that. For those of you that didn't watch my first video, please go back either onto my Facebook wall or my YouTube and watch Why Are We Wasting Our Time. This is part 2. So I wanted to share with you how to fuel your passion without having to live in a box, because I have been an example of this the last couple of years. For those of you that don't know, I'm an online health and fitness coach, but I also clock in and out of work, at Von Maur every single day. So I wanted to share with you how I've been able to do both, how I've been able to balance both and be the happiest I have been in a very long time. So I just wanted to preface that in my first video, I was very clear on my story of working at a job that I hated, and getting the courage to finally leave that job opened up so many doors for me and opened up this passion that I didn't even realize existed. But I want to tell you, and what I think is common sense, but I had a lot of young listeners in my first video, and I just wanted to reiterate that yes, I want you to quit your job if you absolutely hate it and you feel like you have just lost all of your energy. However, we are all adults and we need to have a stream of income consistently. We need to pay bills. We need to, have a roof over our head, and that requires a stream of income. So I'm gonna share with you 3 different types of ways on how to continue to live your passion and continue to, embrace your hobbies and give back to the world, because that's why we're here, aren't we? We all have this gift. We all have something that we're here for, and that's our purpose. And I want everyone to live out their purpose as clearly and as much as they can. However, I don't want you living in a box. I don't want you losing your home. I want you to be able to eat. So I'm sharing with you 3 ways on how I've been able to do that, how I've been able to work, a real job and fuel my passion every single day, which is empowering women and empowering people to live the healthiest version of themselves and to prevent diseases caused by lack of exercise and poor nutrition. So here are 3 ways you can do that. And the first one, very obvious, but I have to point it out, and it is to work and fuel your passion, right? But not to work at a job that you hate. Work at a job, and it may be mundane. It may be something that you're not crazy, super excited to be at, but you don't come home feeling extremely drained. You need a job because you need a paycheck. We all need to eat, right? But you also want to fuel your passion. So you want to work at a job that when you're done, you have the energy and the confidence and the joy to go live out your passion. So if you're flipping burgers during the day, but your passion is to be with animals, then afterwards you're going to the shelter because you have the energy to do so, and you're helping animals and you're rehabilitating, and whatever your passion is, you have the energy to do that. My second option for you is to turn your passion into a paycheck. And this can be a whole another video, but I wanted to just touch base on it with you really quick, because my brother and a few of my younger cousins believe that sometimes their hobbies could never be a paycheck and they could never turn it into something. But let me be very clear that the same person that sits around and watches movies and gets paid billions to rate these movies probably didn't think so either, right? But they are literally watching movies all day and getting paid to rate them. There are people that test food and rate that. Whatever you love to do, I could almost guarantee it that it's a business either someone has had or you can create a business out of it. But that's going to take a whole lot of hard work, and that's for a whole nother video. But something just to keep in mind, you can turn your passion into a paycheck. And my third option is what I'm currently doing. And this is going to take some creativity and it's going to take some grit. However, it's what's available to me right now. And that is to combine the 2. Right now, I'm a shoe manager at a department store, and my daily duties is to lead my team because I'm a manager, and sometimes it's to bring out boxes of shoes. But my passion is to be, empowering other women to be healthy and empowering families to be healthier versions of themselves. So how in the world do I combine the 2? Well, I had to get really creative because it can be so easy to clock in knowing you're going to be away from whatever you want to be doing for 9 hours, and it can be so debilitating, and you can get so bitter about clocking in and out. But I didn't want to live, however long I'm going to be at this job, let's say a year, 2, 3, 4 years. I don't want to be at that job and hate it. Because I need that energy to work my passion afterwards, and to work my passion on days that I have off. So what I did was I got really creative, and I thought, what I'm going to do is I am going to lead my team and empower the people on my team to be better. And I am going to, reach out to the customers that, are looking for athletic shoes and talk to them about how important exercise is. And I'm going to reach out to the women that are looking at, specific brands of shoes that may be good for walking or maybe good for running or hiking or whatever it is, and talk to them about the benefits of that, and talk to them about the soles of the shoes and how, that lines your legs to your knees to your hips. And don't get me started with all the shoe science behind everything. But I combined the two because I believe you can find passion in everything that you do. And I am fortunate enough to be able to help people at work and then come home and help you guys with my online health and fitness business. So I just wanted to share what's on my heart, and I felt like, in my first video, it may be misconstrued that I just want you to quit your job and then expect everything to kind of just fall into place. And that hasn't happened. It hasn't happened for me, at least, and I want to lead by example, and I want to lead by foreshadowing, and it didn't happen for me. What I've had to do is suck it up and work, a job that I didn't, I wasn't super excited to be at. But I worked it to get the paycheck, and then I was able to live my passion at night. And I wasn't able to do that with my career job. And that was the job that paid me the most. And I'm going to be honest, I got paid the most at that job. I had the most benefits, and I was a professional and I was career driven. However, I wasn't able to live out my passion because my energy had been so drained and I had been so depressed that I wasn't able to do that. So I moved on. I got a job that didn't pay as much, but I was able to live out my passion, and now I'm turning that into a paycheck. So I've really tried to be an example of all three ways that you can live out your passion without having to live in a box. So I hope this was valuable to you guys. I hope that you got something out of it. I would love to hear your thoughts. The conversation that exploded after my first video was amazing. So please continue to comment and continue to share your thoughts, and I will talk to you all soon. Have a great day.